I'm Mr. Christopher. This is my world, and this is Art Connoisseur. I put on my non-powdered wig. It's my cardboard wig. Wow, wow, wow. I rock it. I don't care what they say. I rock it. With all that said, though, we got some Van Gogh. We got SpongeBob over here. Monet's right here. Look at this little happy face just being happy. The Last Supper. Oh, no. They say we got to go. Go, go, Godzilla. Yeah. A flamingo, a pineapple, squigs, me, Mr. Christopher. That's me. This is my world, Mr. Christopher's world. Welcome. This is Art Connoisseur. Art Connoisseur. I'm the art connoisseur, and we're going to look at some art, folks. I'm going to look at the art. I'm going to tell you the prices that I saw that it was selling for. I'm going to tell you if I think that's logical, reasonable, and fair. And we're going to tell you other things, too. We're going to talk about these things. Art, folks. Art. Get out there, appreciate some art. Beauty is within the eye of the beholder. Art is just. Everything is fine when you look at the divine. Let's get to art connoisseur, folks. Let's do this. We'll do this, Mr. Christopher, and we'll start here with the back of a beautiful naked woman. Looks to be a charcoal piece, maybe a pencil stencil. Either way, it's a beautifully done piece, in my personal opinion. The frame is whatever. It's just a nice piece of the back of a naked woman. Mr. Christopher, how do you feel about this piece? Would you buy this piece? How much does this piece cost? Please, sir, please take it away. I'll take it away, Larry. Thank you. The back of a beautiful naked woman, $50 for that piece. I gotta say, it's kind of worth it. I wouldn't personally buy it. I feel shame purchasing pictures of naked women, honestly. I would, I'd only really like it. I say this often when it comes to naked women pictures, is I would really only like it is if it was of the woman I am loving at the time. And if I made it. And I'm no painter. I could maybe figure it out, but more like photography would be my thing. And maybe charcoal paint. Maybe I'm in it. Maybe I could do charcoal art. This has a Leonardo DiCaprio from the Titanic essence to it. Like those are one of his girls, one of his naked model girls that he got from the side of the road. And he was like, "You're beautiful and homeless. Why don't you come here and turn around for a minute while I draw you with my stencil in my stencil book? I'm Leo DiCaprio. I'm a beautiful man. Have intercourse with me." Terrible intercourse. He's terrible in bed. You can see it in his eyes. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's on to the next piece. I wouldn't buy that. Well, like I said, I have a thing. But if I did buy it, I would hang it out in my study or in my office. It's a good office or study piece. It would honestly fit fine in a library because it's got an elegance to it it's quite beautiful. On to the next piece. And the next piece, folks, we're going here, folks, to what is billed as Sad Man. But if you look closely, that sad man is JFK himself, probably during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Get a little closer. That's clearly JFK. This person clearly doesn't know what they have. How much are they selling it for, Mr. Christopher? Would you buy it? Why would you buy it? How do you feel about JFK? Do you like him? How do you feel? Was he murdered by the CIA, or was he murdered by the mafia, or was he murdered by that guy who they said murdered him? Take it away, sir. I'm just an old man who still believes that JFK was murdered by Lee Harvey Oswald. I forget his name. Lee Harvey Oswald. No, JFK was straight up killed by the CIA, and it is what it is. But anyway, JFK, that was billed as sad man. I don't know if the person knows what they have. They're trying to sell it for $25. For $25, I mean, honestly, if I saw that at on a shelf at Savers, I would assume it to be about $5. I like me some JFK. Don't get me wrong. I actually really like JFK. He's the man. Like when you really get down to it, he kind of is the man. And but like, when I'm looking for like a nice little valuable thing of like, I would rather a small statue of JFK, like a small bust of his head. Something cool like that is what I'm looking for. A painting, I would accept it, but $5 or free, like a gift from my grandparent that I don't have. But other than that, I'm not spending $25. But this is another one of those, like, I'd hang it in my study. I'd hang it in a library, you know. I'd hang it in my my book room, which is a library. But all right, on to the next piece. And for the next piece, folks, we go here to the ear. That's right, folks, the ear. Displayed on a wooden floor, the ear. We go here to the ear. Can you hear? We're here with the ear. You're going to be a little surprised at how much this costs, folks. Please, Mr. Christopher, let us know how you feel about it. Would you buy it? Where would you hang it up? That's a curious question. And also, how much does it cost? Please, sir, take it away. Larry said what he said and he meant what he said, because you're going to be a little shocked by the price of that piece. $100 for that piece. I don't know who's buying that piece for $100. Somebody crazy, maybe someone with an ear fetish, which, if that's what I would think. If I was selling that piece for $100, someone came to my doorstep and asked for that piece for the $100, I'd be like, this person has an ear fetish. That's creepy, weirdo. Or maybe they're just my only other option here. I love the glasses, but I hate the, I've said this a million times. I hate that. I hate the shine. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Well, it is here right now, but it's going to be there in a second. Anyway, no, it's here and there. It's here and there. Stop it! Stop! You don't hit me! Don't hit me! Where? You stop! No, you down. Anyhow, where was the ear? Yeah, if I was an ear doctor, that can go in your ear doctor office. But otherwise, who's buying that ear picture? Even in a kindergarten classroom, it's kind of weird to have that up. You know what I'm saying? On to the next piece. This is a vintage 1970s Manifestation ink piece made with tin foil. It's an optical illusion made with tin foil to look like a forest with a river. It's beautiful. Gold frame. Very classic 1970s. I always say the 1970s has the gold frame classic. It really does. A thin gold frame is very 1970s to me. But that's just me. Mr. Christopher, how do you feel about it? How much does it cost? And where would you hang it up? Would you buy it? Please, sir, take it away. $75 for that piece. And because it's made of tinfoil and it looks so good, I would buy it. I like the interestingness of its tinfoilness and the 1970s. Mr. Christopher's a sucker for the 1970s. I really do like the 1970s. I like that gold frame. It's that simplicity of the simpleness of the gold frame from the 70s specifically. That is such a 70s style, that thin gold frame and that tinfoil. I mean, they did a wonderful job. It's billed as an optical illusion, which I guess I can assume if you move it around, maybe it gets flat like tinfoil, and then you move it certain ways in certain shining lights. It maybe looks different in certain styles, but I don't know. As a forest and a river, it looks beautiful, made of tinfoil. I love it. $75, a little steep, but I could understand why it's that much. From the 70s, made of tinfoil, it looks that good. It deserves to be $75, honestly. It's not a bad price. Where would you put it? Honestly, my first thought, garage. I don't know why. Like, if I'm working on cars, it's got very, like, it fits in my garage. A bedroom or a living room too. It could just be up in the living room. You know, it's a good piece. It's a good piece. But with that said, on to the next piece, folks. And for the next piece, folks, we're going here to this portrait of none other than the rocker himself, Jimi Hendrix. Purple haze all in my brain. Feed me things that don't seem the same. Acting funny, and I don't know why. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Mr. Christopher, would you purchase this piece? How much does this piece cost? Where would you put it? Please, sir, please take it away. Purple haze all around. Don't know if I'm coming up or down. Never happy or in misery. Whatever it is, that girl put a spell on me. Purple haze all in my brain. Feed me things that don't seem the same. Acting funny, and I don't know why. Excuse me, will I kiss the sky? And the wind whispers, Mary. All right, Jimmy, I love me some Hendrix. I love me some Hendrix. That piece is free. Yeah. Yeah, free. Free. And I didn't go buy it. I should have. But I didn't. It's a nice piece, it's a fine piece. There's a lot better pieces of Jimi Hendrix out there though. So I can understand why it's free, because it's like you're gonna get that off your hands, and if you're gonna sell it, no more than 20. Probably go for like 5, 10 to get it out of your hands. But free is great because it is nice enough to go grab for free and like put somewhere. You put a Jimmy. I mean, you want a jam room. A room full of jelly jam. No, like a room full of instruments. If you have a room full of instruments, you could put the Jimmy picture in there, or your bedroom, if you're a bachelor, or, maybe you have a groovy living room. If you have a groovy living room, he fits there too. On to the next piece. On to the last piece. Let's see what that's about. And after all those beautiful pieces, we end with this absolutely elegantly beautiful, lovely oil painting of some flowers in a beautiful golden frame. This is a beautiful piece, a very expensive piece. I think we all know where Mr. Christopher is going to say this belongs, and it rhymes with schmuseum. Either way, Mr. Christopher, how do you feel about it? Where do you think it belongs? How much does it cost? Would you purchase it? Please, sir, please take it from here. I'll take it from there, Larry. You were correct. It does rhyme with schmuseum. That belongs in a museum, folks. That is a beautiful piece for $500, folks. When you're selling a piece for $500, it's got to look that beautiful, and it honestly is, because for $500, honestly, I mean, you walk into someone's house, that's on the wall, and you're thinking to yourself, look at that. You're thinking to yourself, wow, this person's got some style. Wow, this person is elegant. Wow, this person is rich. Wow, this person must be smart. Wow, this person stole from a museum, because how else did they purchase this? Depending on what their house looks like. If you walk into a trailer, someone lives in a trailer and they have that on their wall, they know what, they might just be ironic. They're like, I live in a trailer by the river. My blanket is a towel, but at least I have this, and who knows? Maybe, I don't know. At the same time, maybe they just live in a trailer because they have humble beginnings. They don't really mind where they live. They're not really bothered by it. And they just have an elegant style. And maybe their trailer is freaking beautiful. Freaking beautiful. I don't know. I don't have anything. I live in a room with art and graves and movie review-y stuff. But that's just me. Let's get out of here, folks. That's the end of our Connoisseur with me, Mr. Christopher. I hope you enjoyed. I know I did. As I always do. Keep them on. Not take them off. Not put them back on. Making our Connoisseur, take them off. We're having fun out here, folks. I'm just going to take the... I'm locked in my cage of creativity. Help me out. Help me. Bye, folks. I'll see you next week. Farewell. Mr. Christopher, you crazy.